Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday, August the 26th. We are here to look at the new releases that are being set free this week. Uh, Genre by genre. Sorry, my glasses. There's a spot right where I need to look through, and it's driving me crazy. Genre by genre. Today we're looking at cozy mysteries that are being set free this week. Let's see how this does. Oh my gosh, sometimes it makes it worse, doesn't it? Um, Quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Monday. We will have them tomorrow. I do them every Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday afternoons at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we're gonna have to live with it. All right. Hope you had a good weekend. Mine was okay. Good morning, Kim. How are you doing? Are you resting? Gonna go back to sleep after this. I appreciate you coming. All right, let's jump in. We have got a lot of them. Always a lot of cozy mysteries, which is not bad a problem to have. I admit that. Buried on a Sunday. Fourth in the Coffee and Cream Cafe Mysteries from Lena Gregory. Things have been looking up for Danica Delaney's business, her uncle's old-fashioned malt shop on eastern Long Island, but for her love life, not so much. After a disastrous date with Detective Jake Barlow, Danica lets her best friends Gwen and Eli talk her into a night out at the hottest new nightclub in town. Only while there, Danny finds her sort of boyfriend secreted in the shadows on the beach behind the club with crime boss Patrick Johansson's wife, Angelique. An upset Danny leaves without giving Jake a chance to explain, but when he doesn't get in touch the next day, she takes a long walk along the beach to reevaluate her love life. That's when she suddenly stumbles across Angelique's body buried in the dunes near where she last saw her with Jake. Sure that Jake is innocent, of murder at least, Danica and her friends set out to prove Jake had nothing to do with her murder and stop a killer before they strike again. Well, we knew that was coming. Probably. If you can, do it. I cannot. You do it for me. A Swarm of Butterflies, sixth in the Dr. Nell Ward Mysteries by Sarah Yarwood Lovett. When Finchmere's first summer fate turns fatal, Nell has more than just a killer to net. Since their YouTube channel, Following Finchmere has taken flight, showcasing Dr. Nell Ward's sustainability transformation at her family Finchmere's estate. It's her partner and colleague Rav who's become the star. Among Rav's fan mail and gifts, Nell makes the chilling discovery that one person's obsession with him has metamorphosed into a deadly threat. Just as Finchmere flings open its gates to welcome swarms of visitors to their idyllic summer fete, celebrating rewilding, artisan produce, and local crafts, Nell realizes the disguised peril has already wormed its way into the heart of Finchmere itself, and the path of destruction soon leads to murder. Doc D.I. James Clark's and Nell's powers of observation are put to the test to detect the camouflaged predator. With everyone as a suspect, who can Nell really trust when those she loves are in danger? Oh, she'll probably initially trust the wrong person. The Problem Professor, Doro Banyan Cozy Historical Mysteries, number 4 by D.S. Lang. A Roaring Twenties closed room train mystery. After spending the summer with her parents in Colorado, Doro, college librarian and amateur sleuth, plans to enjoy a luxurious respite in posh surroundings on the train trip home. Traveling with her best friend and her grandmother adds to her enthusiasm until an accident occurs and part of the train must be left behind. Hours later, a passenger who has crossed swords with several others on board is found dead. As the news spreads, apprehension stalks those stranded with the unknown killer. With no way to contact help and no towns nearby, a sense of foreboding permeates the atmosphere. Passengers and crew grow increasingly apprehensive. Who murdered the victim and why? Suspects abound. In the midst of chaos and fear, Doro remembers past cases and resolves to crack this one too, but the perpetrator is watching her every move. Can she catch him before he nabs her? Sure. Odds are in her favor. A neighbor is dead, which could be just about every cozy mystery. Fourth. Oh, fourth book week by Tanis Laidlaw. Fourth in the Darkwater Lake Mysteries series. It's kind of a creepy cover. A frozen corpse, a lakeside community with dark secrets, one woman's wits against a killer's cunning. In the icy grip of Darkwater Lake, a chilling mystery unfolds. Jody, a disgraced academic turned reluctant sleuth, finds her peaceful retreat shattered when her neighbor Stan is discovered frozen in the lake's ice. As she's drawn into the investigation, three suspects emerge. The enraged ex-wife, bitter over a crumbling business, the ambitious business partner, hungry for more control, the youthful new bride harboring secrets of her own. Each has motive, each had opportunity, but is one of them a killer? Yes. End of row one. A weekend getaway, another murder. Again, that would be many, many cozies. 10th in a Sheridan Henley mystery series by Krista Nardi. A weekend getaway leads an amateur sleuth and her detective husband down a treacherous trail. With Maddie away on a high school trip, Sheridan and Brett are looking forward to some time alone and a long-needed break from work and crime. To that end, they rent a cabin in the woods, planning to enjoy nature and hike the trails in the adjacent state park. But their plans are soon derailed by the appearance of a frantic dog, its owner nowhere in sight. The insistent dog leads them to an injured couple and a lifeless body. Sheridan and Brett are quick to offer assistance both to the injured and the local authorities. The hike was challenging enough, but the trail left by the killer is filled with twists and turns, bringing with it new threats and danger. The Case of the Yuletide Heist. Good morning, Mary. Happy Monday to you. Did you have a good weekend? The Case of the Yuletide Heist by J.C. Savoy, third in the Closed Case Club. A family feud and a stolen priceless manuscript? Ah, yes, nothing says holiday cheer quite like a mystery. When a rare manuscript worth $500,000 pops up during an estate sale at the rundown Hillcrest Manor, the claws come out amongst the distant relatives. Just when you think the drama couldn't get any juicier, the priceless manuscript up and vanishes without a trace. Well, guess who's on the case? That's right, me, Molly Ray, and my fierce closed case club. We're diving headfirst into a tangled web of family secrets, rivalries, and hidden motives. Armed with our unique blend of skills and unyielding determination, we're on a mission to uncover the truth behind this high stakes theft. Bring it on. Well, I think that club goes out looking for crimes to solve, let alone it comes to them. Literary Larceny by S.E. Babin. Sixth in the Shelf Indulgent Cozies. When a colleague asks Dakota for help investigating a series of unexplained thefts, she jumps at the opportunity. What she doesn't expect is to land in a whirlwind of murder, mayhem, and a mystery that might take everything from her. Still reeling from the revelations about Hardy, Dakota wants to be anywhere but her bookstore. Escaping to another town seems like a great way to take a breather from her own crazy life. But when she arrives, Hardy is already investigating the theft allegations. While trying to avoid him, Dakota stumbles over a body lying in the business section. Unfortunately, this is normal for her these days, but this time the victim is someone from her past, and Dakota quickly realizes the thefts aren't ones of opportunity. The criminal is looking for something specific. It's only a matter of time before he realizes Dakota is the one who has it. Hi Kim, how are you today? Good morning, Elena. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. Just got the audiobook before I let go. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Coffee was required. All right. Celluloid Angels, ninth in the Mercy Alcott Mysteries by Alice Duncan. Los Angeles, 1927. Esteemed producer Harvey Nash is troubled by a series of suspicious accidents plaguing the set of his current movie. From falling scaffolding to burning wigs, it seems that someone is hell-bent on ruining the production and endangering the lives of its stars, including the charming Ramon Navarro and the mesmerizing Blanche Sweet. When Harvey seeks Ernie's help to get to the bottom of these malevolent incidents, Mercy knows she has to help too. Teaming up with her dear friend Lulu, Ernie, Mercy, and Lulu infiltrate the movie set as undercover extras, determined to expose the sinister culprit, behind the mayhem. But for the intrepid trio, danger lurks behind every dazzling facade, and the quest for truth may come at the ultimate cost. Okay. I kind of like the cover though. End of that row. Moving on to the next row. You are great. Good. Good. Bodies in the business section. Yeah, kind of not surprised. Okay, Elena. Campaign and Curses. Woo. By S. Usher Evans. Eighth in the Weary Dragon Inn series. It's election time in Pig's End, and Pig's End Mayor Jo Hendry is up for re-election, but she's not the only candidate in the race. Pip Norris, the farrier, Wilda Murtaugh, the cousin of the perfidious mayor from Middleburg, Gore Dewey, the blacksmith, and Hans Silver, a local farmer, have thrown their hats into the ring too. And if Earl Dahlman's polling is to be believed, it's going to be a tight race. But when every candidate except Henry receives a letter threatening to expose their secret, Bev's once again called to investigate. Henry swears it wasn't her, and though she'd do anything to win, she wouldn't stoop that low. But as Bev starts investigating, she realizes each candidate has far more secrets than can fill a polling booth, and finding the blackmailer is going to take all of her wits. The Mystery in the Margins by L.L. Gray, first in a Havenwood Paranormal series. A quaint bookshop, a sprinkle of magic, and a dash of mystery. Harper Sullivan yearns for a place to call home, preferably with a delightful bakery nearby. When news arrives that she's inherited her great-grandmother's bookshop in the charming town of Havenwood, Harper eagerly seizes the chance. Unbeknownst to her, the quaint bookshop carries more than just shelves of stories. It harbors inherited mysteries and a touch of magical mayhem. But instead of the cozy haven she envisioned, Harper finds herself entangled in inheritance drama, a surprising cousin rivalry, and a daring book thief on the loose. Can she use her wits and witchy powers to untangle the mystery and safeguard her dreams from unraveling before they even begin? Next up, Haunted History, Enchanted Antique Shop Book Number 9 by Seal Kenner. Good morning, Storm. How you doing? We are looking at cozy mysteries this week, coming out this week. Welcome to Enchanted Springs, where the past is always present. Ever since Marley Montgomery moved back home to Enchanted Springs, she's been inundated with surprises. First, she discovered that she was a witch, and then she was handed the keys to the Enchanted Antique Shop. Now, as she struggles to master both gifts, there's another mystery to solve. Enchanted Springs is gearing up to celebrate the anniversary of a cultural sensation, a murder of crows. As planning begins, a modern day murder sends shockwaves through the community. With the help of her newfound powers, Marley must sort through the pages of the past to unveil the truth behind the murder. With her gift of time travel and a knack for uncovering secrets, Marley embarks on a thrilling journey to unravel the twisted tapestry connecting the past and present. Assisted by her best friend Sadie, a historian, her sassy, ghostly companion Violet, and the enigmatic drinking name vampire detective Jack Edgewood, Marley must navigate a web of alibis and hidden motives. I'm not going to say it. I have one on board. Yes, we're going to try it. I'll tell you about it in a second. The Con by Jackie Layton, Book 2 in Organized Crime Cozy Mysteries. Professional organizer Kate Sloan is hired by Ben Hauser to organize his office at Seaside Hideaway Resort on Fox Island. Ben tells everybody he's planning to revamp the resort. Ben throws money around and convinces people to invest with him. The problem is, Ben's a con man. The second problem is, Kate finds his dead body. The killer believes Kate has incriminating evidence and she must solve the mystery before she's next on the hitman's list. Dun dun dun. End of another row. All right, hang on a second. Let's get that there. It's from the library, but it was recommended by Olivia Reads a Latte. She loved it. I mean, she went bonkers for this because she's from the South. Bless Your Heart by Lindy Ryan is the one that I'm going to read with a vampire, about vampires. First in the Bless Your Heart series, and it's very Southern and has some humor and murder. So it was supposed to be like a hold from 6 or 8 weeks from now, but then suddenly it was like, boom, here. Oh, okay, I guess I'll read it now. So I'm giving it a try. All right, next up, coming out this week, Instagoner, a bark and blog mystery by Sydney Lee. When lifestyle blogger Emily Dolly comes face to face with controversial talk show host Jackie Hunter, she's in for the shock of her life. But this time, it's not Jackie's words that cause a stir, it's her dead body. Emily knows the chance of Jackie's death being a random hit and run is about as low as the blows she dished out on her gossip feed. The police are doing their best, but with their limited resources, Emily enlists the help of her online audience to figure out what really happened. She gets some great tips, including one from the murderer who tells her to back off. Will Emily piece together who killed the Queen of Mean, or will she fall victim to the same fate? I don't hate it. Every Which Way But Gone by K.E. O'Connor, 15th in the Magical Misfits mysteries. A perplexing paranormal puzzle! Exclamation point. My world crumbles as Xandra, my beloved witch, vanishes without a trace, taking my magical stones with her. As desperation claws at my heart, Crimson Cove erupts in chaos when a renowned fungi expert is found murdered at the Mushroom Festival, as it does. Caught between two mysteries, I can't shake the feeling that this death and Xandra's disappearance are intertwined. With my feline friend Sage mourning her own missing witch, we dive into a web of secrets. Every suspect, from the victim's calculating father to his airheaded girlfriend, has something to hide. But what will I uncover, and how will we get to the truth? As I unravel each clue, the stakes skyrocket. Angel forces suspicious behavior, the town's obsession with fungi, and a looming darkness I can't quite claim all point to something more sinister than a simple murder. The House on Graveyard Lane by Martin Edwards, Rachel Savernick, Golden Age Mysteries number 4. Rachel Savernick gave a I want you to solve my murder, said the woman in white. Rachel Savernick gave a sardonic smile. Quite a challenge. The woman in white, surreal artist Damaris Geffen, has invited a select group to the opening of her exhibit Artist in Crime, held in the eerie subterranean Hades Gallery. As costume models reenact famously violent deaths, the artist herself portrays Marie Antoinette on the don't do that one on the day of her execution, complete with a guillotine on the stage. It's not a prop. Within 10 minutes of Rachel's promise to solve Damaris's future murder, the artist slips her neck into the collar of the device, and the very real blade sends her head rolling at the feet of her horrified audience. As everyone reels from the shock, Rachel quickly learns that Damaris herself accomplished the deed with the push of a button, a suicide. So then why did she ask Rachel to solve her murder? Keen for the hunt, Rachel begins sniffing around the other invited guests, including a former lover with shady financial dealings, his widowed sister-in-law, and her has-been songwriter friend. Meanwhile, crime reporter Jacob Flint, also in attendance in hopes of meeting celebrated French beauty Kiki de Villiers, allows his fascination with her to endanger his own life when a ruthless gangster returns to London looking to take back what's his. Interesting. Oh, this will be the last one. Read You Like a Crook, Poppy Perkins, book number 7 by Jasmine Webb. Step aside, Zodiac. There's a new serial killer on the loose in San Francisco, and the police have enlisted Poppy and Ophelia's help to get to the bottom of it. With multiple bodies already having been found and the killer showing no signs of stopping, Poppy knows they're racing against the clock to save as many lives as possible. The killer has made it obvious he's after attention, but once he realizes he's got Ophelia's, he makes it clear he thinks he's a match for her. Poppy finds herself in the middle of the battle of wits with deadly consequences. But as she and Ophelia get closer to finding the killer in their midst, it becomes clear that the killer is willing to stop at nothing to come out the winner, even if that means killing Poppy and Ophelia. Will they find the killer and get justice for the victims before the killer adds them to the body count? That was the end of another row, and that's all we have time for today. We will do the rest on Friday, probably. All righty. Again, I don't have any sprints tonight. I believe they're on storms tonight. That's what I saw on Discord. Don't know if anything has changed. I do have them tomorrow night. I do them every Tuesday and Thursday evening for 2.5 hours, starting at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday afternoons at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. That one goes for 5 hours. Tomorrow we'll be looking at mysteries and thrillers. Fast this morning. Hope everyone has a great week. Hard to believe Labor Day. I know, but I'm excited. I get a 3-day weekend next week. Yep. Okay, it is on hers. All right. So, and that starts at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I have to do Mountain because that's where I live. All right. Have a very good Monday. I have to run to the grocery store on the way to work because we have a truck to unload. I have to go to the post office to get the mail so we can get bills and payments. So I got to run. All righty. Thank you, Storm, for being here so much. Have a good Monday, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Read good books. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm. Be a bookie monster. Have a good day and God bless.